It is Gilbert in his Yu-Gi-Oh! Minute. Well, minutes.
Yes.
Close enough. Go.
Alright, well, this is a deck profile for Scraps. No, this isn't a Yugi 2 vlog, it's Mark's vlog, but I just kind of jumped on here because I can.
It's cool, man. Go.
So, yeah, Scraps. First thing, 3 Scrap Chimera, because it's Scrap Chimera, you run it. If you don't, you suck. Scrap Orthros. Everyone's bitching about this card. I still like it because as long as you got Scrap Dragon on the field, Infinite Chimera is like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
It's okay, because mine only lasts one.
Orthros, good card. Double Scrap these because 3 is too much. You can clog the hand. Orthros really makes it better because you have another 4-star tuner to replace Beast. 2 Goblins because I play a lot of like 8-person duels and Goblin saves my life a lot. Golem because it's Golem. If you don't play it in Scraps, you're stupid. 2 Granels because this guy is still good. I don't care what anyone says. Orthros makes Granel. Dragon makes Granel. Scrapstorm makes Granel. Everyone makes Granel. So use Granel. He's good. Zephyros because Zephyros is also good. I run a lot of continuous spells. And, well, not a lot of continuous traps. And some monsters that are good when they go back to the hand. So Zephyros is good for that. He makes really cool combos with Orthros. Like, really. And then 3 Tengus because 3 Tengu and you run them. So, yeah, shut the fuck up. Summoner Monk, because Summoner Monk is really good. You run a lot of spells. You have a really low monster count, so you can get onto monsters quick. You know, you can jump on a Tengu or a Zephyros. Now for spells, again, this is Scraps, so 3 Scrapstorm, that's really good. 3 Scrapyard. The reason I run 3 is because I don't run as many tuners as I would like. So, keeping the monster count low is always good. And with Summoner Monk, it also gives you other cards to use card force, Summoner Monk's effect. I mean, it just gives you good utility. You know, you can get whatever you need at the time. Scapegoat, because it gives you Naturia Synchros, and Scapegoat plus Scrap Beast makes Scrap Dragon. Mind Control, because you run Scrap Dragon. Foolish Burial, because you run Golem, you run Orthros, you run Chimera, you run Beast, you run Zephyros. Yeah, use this card.
Nice.
Now for Staples, 2 MST, Trinity, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Swords, Monster Reborn. Everyone's like, why are you running Swords? Because Sword stays on the field. So it's another target for Zephyros. You can use it for Scrap Dragon when your time's almost up, and you can chill on its Swords while you're waiting for your cards to come out. Very few people see this, and it gets your opponent to waste MSTs and Dust Tornadoes if they get overzealous and want to attack you quick. So this card is good.
Nice.
Traps, Staples, Mirror Force, Compulse, Call of the Hunted. Compulsory because it's an answer to a lot of cards like Sam's, gets rid of Stardust, gets rid of Red Nova Dragon, which pisses me the hell off. It also gets rid of Shooting Star, assuming they don't negate it somehow. Call of the Hunted, because you're stupid if you don't run it. Bring back a monster, Synchro for Scrap Dragon, destroy Call of the Hunted with Scrap Dragon's effect. Mirror Force, because it's Mirror Force. Now the specific ones. Horn of the Phantom Beast, because it makes Tengu big. I run a Rainsu every once in a while. Scrap Beast, Chimera. Now all those guys get really big, and this guy makes them hard to get over, and you can occasionally get good draws off of it. So yeah. Now for the continuous traps, 2 Decrees. You're like, okay, well why do you run all these other traps with Decree? Because you can get rid of it with Scrap Dragon, you can negate it with Twin Dragon. I mean, any of the Scrap Synchros get rid of it, so it's not a big deal if you have Decree. And again, it's just another MST draw. You know, it's like you get your opponent to waste your MSTs on cards like Rogue Decree, and you don't have to worry about them later. And finally, Gravity Bang, because it makes everybody cry when you play it. Now we'll go to the side. 2 Effect Veilers, because they're Effect Veiler. 2 Ryos, because they're Ryo. They're good. I usually put these in for the Zephyros and the Summoner Monk sometimes. Usually I'll probably switch out maybe a Goblin for a Ryo, or maybe one of the Granels for a Ryo, depending on what kind of style I'm playing. 2 Cyber Dragons, because it's Cyber Dragon. 2 Chain Disappearance, because it gets rid of everything. Fable Tuners, 6 Sam Tuners. It gets rid of all those good cards, so yeah. Dust Tornado for Gravekeepers, because Gravekeepers suck. Crevice for those fairies, you can remove the targets before Hyperion gets to them. You can remove the agents before Hyperion gets to them. You can also get rid of things in your opponent's graveyard like Dragoonity Phalanx. If you happen to run into things like Infernities, you get rid of their everything. So yeah. 2 Bottomless. Occasionally I'll switch out the Compulsory and the Call of Haunted for Bottomless. Usually I'll switch out the Decrees for the 2 Bottomless, and I also run another Compulsory on the side. I want to put this card in the main deck, but I don't have one right now. I totally dropped on myself.
Good. And he picks up his cards.
For my incredibly vain Fable the Grimrow tokens, because I hate regular scapegoat tokens, so Grimrow's cool. Now for the extra deck, it's pretty typical for scraps, nothing special. 3 dragons. 3 scrap, 2 dragons. Scrap archers. Because you run scapegoat, you can get all the nature synchros. If you put King Tiger Wanghu in, you also have access to Landways. Dark End, because you run Summon Monk, you run Zephyros. It's a good out sometimes. You run out of Scrap Dragon, you can go in Dark End.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll be running, like, for example, I have a friend who runs Nordics, so it kind of pisses me off when they get out their Odin and they just get into the graveyard and whatever. You can just Dark End it instead of Scrap Dragon it so that it doesn't come back. Stardust, Black Rose, Colossal Fighter. I run Colossal Fighter over Thought Ruler Archery because I still like the fact that, you can wall yourself. You can get a good wall going with Colossal Fighter. I think I brought him out like twice since I started running scraps, so it's not like a humongous deal anyways. Brio and Catastrophe because we run And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching Mark's vlog and letting me do deck profiles on Mark's vlog. We'll catch you all later.
And that's all she wrote.
Is that going to be your catchphrase now, Mark?
No, but I figured it'd be cool to put in.
Yeah.
Just at the end. Bam, 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 bam.